As part of our Protecting Your Jeep series, we're going to have a look at ceramic coatings like you see in the reflection of this Jeep Wrangler JK. And this is the reflection of the ceramic coating on my Jeep, and we're going to talk about that in this episode. We're going to talk about why somebody might want to put a ceramic coat on their Jeep. We'll talk about what a ceramic coat actually is. We'll look at how you apply it, and then if you're interested, we'll talk about ways that maybe you can do it for your Jeep and maybe save a little money. So stick around. Hey, welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about how to ceramic coat a Jeep Wrangler JL. In fact, we are actually going to ceramic coat this Jeep, and my friend Rob is going to help us do that. Rob, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem, it's a pleasure.
Rob, why don't we start? Maybe you could share with our viewers, why would anybody want to put a ceramic coat on their Jeep Wrangler JL?
Well, many good reasons. Like I said, if you actually take your Jeep off-road, go through mudding, a lot of times the mud will just fall right off because the ceramic coating makes the vehicle more hydrophobic and it's a lot easier to maintain a vehicle.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it's really good that way, and plus also it fights contaminations on the road with oils on the road when it rains.
Yeah.
And also, you know, in the winter it's a lot easier to keep clean. Like I said, you'll find the hydrophobics really great on it. And for bird droppings, it gives you a lot more time to deal with them so they don't etch into your clear coat.
Right.
And same as if you go off-road and you get pinstriping. Well, really, you're pinstriping the ceramic coating because there is a layer on there on top of your clear coat.
So the ceramic coat is a barrier between you or the trail and your clear coat.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned about how the mud can just wash off, and I'm curious, like during the winter when I'm driving the Jeep around and the salt and all the dirt gets caked on the paint, will it help with cleaning the Jeep during the winter?
Yes, definitely. It makes it a lot easier to maintain it. Like I said, it's a lot more durable than waxing or sealing a vehicle.
Okay.
And also it has UV inhibitors in it where, you know, sun fading and everything else, and this will stay shinier a lot longer.
So it'll protect the paint overall.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, what exactly is a ceramic coat?
A ceramic coat is basically, the main one is an SiO2 infused. What it is a liquid that hardens to a 9H rating, which is standard on a pencil. That's how they rate these. So if you were to, you know, press down in hardness to scratch it, that's the hardness of it. So it's basically, like I said, just an extra protection on your clear coat to save the life of your paint, because today's paint now is water-based, soluble.
And what's the lifespan of that hard coat that you apply?
They can last anywhere from 3 to 5 years to 7 to 9, depending on the maintenance.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's the name of the product that we're going to apply today?
We're going to go with a professional grade product called Duraslick.
Duraslick,
Yeah.
okay.
And they're a really good company out of the US based. Their product's been known for quite a while. They use that for computer chips, and they somehow got into the automotive part of it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So it's interesting when you talk about professional grade, because I know if you go on YouTube and you want to learn a little bit about doing ceramic coating yourself, well, you'll have access to different grades of ceramic coating, so you really need to know what you're doing.
Yeah, there is very good companies out there that represent the commercial grade. CarPro has one, Geon has one. There's a whole bunch of them out there. They have for the consumer, and then they have the professional grade.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is show our viewers how you can apply a ceramic coat to a Jeep, just so you have an idea of what's involved, what kind of skill set you need, and maybe the kinds of things you have to watch out for. So let's have a look at how we do that, and then we'll come back.
Sounds good.
My Jeep was new and clean, so the paint correction process wasn't too bad. Rob used a special light, and any minor scratches that he found were handled quite readily with his dual action polisher. He had a 5-inch pad polisher as well as a 3-inch pad polisher. The polishing product you put on the polisher would be dependent on the condition of the vehicle, but when you decide what to use, you start polishing the paint with the product to get rid of the scratches and clean off that paint. The dual action polisher is working the product into the paint, cleaning it and removing any scratches. Have a look. Rob buffs off any product and checks with the light to see if there's any scratches left. The polisher with the 3-inch head is used to get into those tighter spaces. Check our work over with the light and everything's good. Move on to the fender. You could really see here how the tool and that product work together to polish and clean off the fender. Get excited when I see it look this good, but I gotta remind myself this is still just the cleaning stage. Polish, buff, check with the light. Rob is demonstrating how you could use tape to keep the compound away from the plastics. Rob is demonstrating a pro technique to clean the pad as he continues to finish the other side. Rob is coming around and now finishing the other side of the hood and then has to take it to the roof. Yes, the Jeep looks fantastic right now, but this has been just the paint enhancement correction stage. This prep stage is where we use a product and microfiber towels to remove any polish or oils left over from step 1. This ensures that the Jeep's paint is squeaky clean and will allow the ceramic coat to have a very strong bond. Application of the ceramic coat will be facilitated by using a pearl weave applicator pad, wiping towel, and a buffing towel. And the commercial grade Duraslick ceramic coating is the star of the show. Robert is showing how you evenly dab it on the sponge and then carefully and methodically spread it onto sections of the vehicle. Once evenly spread, the coating bonds to the clear coat and the carrier solvent must then be wiped away. And then use the purple buffing towel to finish buffing the coating. Let's take a look at our first bit of applied ceramic coating on the Jeep. Oh yeah! And then you just repeat the process in small sections of the Jeep as you work your way around. Apply, wipe, buff away. We've made our way to the other side of the hood, and then we'll make our way up to the roof, and we will have completed the application of our ceramic coating. After curing in the garage for 24 hours, it's time to take the Jeep out for a ride. Now for some cheaper Jeeper tips. Well, as you can see from all that, it is a doable process, but with experience, you can avoid a few pitfalls, making sure, for example, that you keep the product level, that you don't get any raised areas, that you don't accidentally coat over some impurities. So there's a lot to know, a lot to do to make sure you get a perfect shiny job like we have on this Jeep right here, thanks to Rob. Now, Rob, can you share with our viewers, if they are interested in getting a ceramic coat for their Jeep, is it something that they could do, or how could they save some money? Because after all, this show is Cheaper Jeeper TV, and a ceramic coat can be kind of expensive.
Yeah, like I said, they have consumer grades. If you watch some YouTube, the most two things for a coating is your prep work, paint or polishing the paint. You know, you don't want to lock in all the scratches in your vehicle. You want to make sure it's really clean, so the coating has to bond to it, you know, so you want that. You can go to guys like me who doesn't have a shop, who does this on the side on the weekends, who charges a lower price because I'm not paying out on overhead. Or you can go to a detail shop and say, hey, look, you know, this is the money I have. What can you do for me? And talk to them and see what they can do for you on pricing.
So I just want to share with our viewers that I will have Rob's contact information in the description section of this video, because if you have any questions, or if you're in Southern Ontario and you would like to have this done to your Jeep, you could discuss it with him. And Rob, thank you so much, because I can't believe what this Jeep looks like now.
Yeah.
And make sure, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, that you do subscribe and hit the alert bell, because we will be doing a follow-up video on how this Jeep washes in the winter to get the sand and salt off. We're going to be doing a spring cleaning video, and Rob's going to help out with that as well. And once again, Rob, thank you very much.
Thanks very much for having me. It's great.
After going through this process, I realized that I'm going to have to do a follow-up video of DIY friendly products for ceramic coating. So make sure you subscribe and hit the alert bell so you don't miss it. Hey, that's it for this week's episode of Cheaper Jeeper TV. I hope that you found it interesting. If you did, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button and the alert bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. Until the next time, I'm Dino.
And I'm Rob.
Be well, stay safe, take care.